Michael Carter adjusted his faded blue work shirt and glanced at the small photo of his 8-year-old daughter Emma tucked inside his wallet before stepping through the employee entrance of Carson Grand Hotel in Chicago. Ever since his wife had passed away 3 years earlier, Emma had become his entire world. Every early morning and every late-night shift was for her future. Most of his co-workers respected him because he never complained, always arrived early, and treated every guest with kindness. That morning, however, something felt different. The hotel manager, Daniel Brooks, stood in the lobby with 2 supervisors, whispering while staring in Michael's direction. Before Michael could even clock in, Daniel called him into the office. Without offering him a chair, Daniel pushed a termination letter across the desk and said the hotel was cutting unnecessary staff. Michael calmly asked what he had done wrong, but nobody answered. Instead, several employees standing outside the glass office smirked as security escorted him toward the lobby. As Michael carried the small cardboard box holding his family photo, coffee mug, and work gloves, laughter echoed behind him. One employee sarcastically clapped while another joked that a single father without a job would never recover. Michael stopped for a brief moment, looked at the people laughing, and quietly said, "I hope none of you ever have to explain this kind of day to your child." His words only made them laugh harder. Outside the hotel, he sat on a bench and stared at Emma's photo, wondering how he would tell her they might lose the apartment she loved. After a long silence, Michael reached into his wallet and pulled out a simple black business card that nobody at the hotel had ever seen. He dialed the private number printed on it. The person answered immediately. Michael spoke only one calm sentence. "This is Michael Carter. It's time to inform the board that I'm activating my authority. Fire every one of them." There was complete silence on the other end before the reply came. "Yes, sir. We'll begin immediately." Michael ended the call, stood up, and walked away without looking back, while inside the hotel, phones suddenly began ringing one after another. Within 15 minutes, the cheerful atmosphere inside the Carson Grand Hotel disappeared. Every manager received an urgent email marked Priority, Board of Directors. Daniel Brooks confidently opened it, expecting another routine corporate notice, but the color drained from his face as he read the first line. Effective immediately, all executive staff are required to report to the conference room. When they arrived, several board members were already waiting with the company's legal team. At the head of the table stood the hotel's majority owner and chairman, William Carson. His expression was cold as he addressed the room. "This morning, each of you unlawfully terminated Michael Carter without authorization. What none of you knew is that Michael is not only one of our most respected employees, he is also my adopted son and the executive vice president responsible for secretly evaluating management across our hotel chain." The room fell completely silent. Daniel tried to explain, claiming it had all been a misunderstanding, but William raised his hand. Security entered the room carrying termination envelopes. "A company that humiliates loyal employees has no future under my leadership," William said firmly. "Your employment ends today." An hour later, Michael returned, not to reclaim his old job, but to lead a meeting with the remaining staff. The employees, who had treated him with respect, kept their positions, while those who had mocked and mistreated others were escorted from the building. Michael thanked the housekeeping staff, bellhops, and receptionists who had shown kindness even during difficult times. That evening, he picked up Emma from school as usual. She noticed the smile on his face and asked, "Daddy, did everything get better?" Michael smiled warmly, lifted her into his arms, and replied, "Yes, sweetheart. Sometimes doing the right thing takes patience, but kindness always wins in the end." Months later, the Carson Grand Hotel became one of the highest-rated hotels in the country, known for treating both employees and guests with dignity and respect. Michael introduced new policies that protected workers from unfair treatment and rewarded compassion just as much as performance. The people who once laughed at him learned a lesson they would never forget. Never judge someone's worth by their job title, because true leadership is revealed by character, not appearances.